Obviously, the Church of Scientology is going to be very involved in this.
They really want Suri to be like the next Tom Cruise 2. In South Park, Stan was the next Holy Coming of L. Ron Hubbard. So you never know.
Welcome to News Beast. We've got Paula Froelich in the house, former Page 6 editor. How you doing?
Do. I'm fabulous, thank you.
Excellent. You know who's not doing fabulous?
Oh, please, fill me in, go.
Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, oh, so sad. Their contract has reached its expiration date.
See, I disagree. I think Katie's doing pretty fabulously
You think
right
so?
now.
This is the first day of the rest of her life.
Absolutely.
So you have tons of experience in this weird, competing press release, don't talk about my private life, you Page 6 people. So what's the backstory on how we got to this sad, strange place?
You know what, it's been an odd story all along. I remember when they first got together, and I was really good friends with people who were very close with her. And she used to go to church every Sunday, Catholic church,
right.
not Scientology church, not
hashtag?
church, not church.
Right.
And
Nicely done.
she used to go every Sunday. She would talk to her family every day. She would talk to her friends every day. And then she went for the interview for Mission Impossible 3 and was not heard from for 3 weeks, to the point where they were actually like calling the police. They're like, what the heck happened to Katie? The next thing you know, she comes back out and she's like, I'm in love. Fired everyone. She had had a publicist for 10 years, who, by the way, incidentally, she then gets a divorce from Tom, fires her team, and goes back to her old publicist that she had had for 10 years.
Oh, that's sort of a nice little circle tied up with a bow. Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
She was kind of like, you were right all along. Thank you.
So,
Come back to
so
me.
part of love is firing your publicity team, apparently.
Apparently. Part of being in love with Tom Cruise is firing everyone and going with Tom Cruise.
Obviously, the Church of Scientology is going to be very involved in this, famously litigious bunch. What insights do you have into this?
I think they're probably a little nervous. They really want Suri to be like the next Tom Cruise 2.
Tom Cruise too?
Yeah.
Isn't she a little
Tom
bit young
Cruise
for that kind of pressure?
I don't know. They're in South Park, Stan was the next Holy Coming of L. Ron Hubbard. So you never know.
It's a little bit like the Dalai Lama.
I just think as long as your e-meter reading is correct, they don't mind.
What's your e-meter reading?
I'm not so sure. It depends on how much coffee I've had.
So the other odd piece of this is Rupert Murdoch getting in a Twitter war with Scientology.
OMG.
How awesome is that?
Okay, I follow Rupert religiously. I just think it's genius. He's got this political insight. Randomly he talks about stocks in Australia, and then he starts a slam on Scientology. And I'm starting to get him like, tee, oh my. And he's like, Scientology is a cult. And they sunk their claws into her. It's going to be an ugly divorce. I mean, he's going off. And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm starting to get threats. They're probably going to be like death threats soon. I don't care. I'm standing firm. And I'm like, tee. And of course, those of us who remember, Rupert hates Scientology. Years ago, his son Lachlan, who is amazeballs. We love Lachlan.
Amazeballs?
Amazeballs.
How about that? Okay.
Hey, it's my RuPaul phrase.
Clearly, yeah.
So, years ago, he's sitting there, Lachlan was in business with Kerry Packer. And Kerry Packer's son, James, who's like the second richest guy in Australia. They were in business. James is a big Scientologist, and he started getting Lachlan in. And Lachlan was kind of veering towards Scientology until there was a family intervention. And ever since then, Rupert's hated Scientology.
Well, I don't know. Rupert Murdoch v. Scientology, I'm going with Rupert.
Oh, are you kidding? Absolutely. I'll take the 800-pound gorilla in the corner over that church.
Good.
That was so much fun.
Now what?